Welcome to the Invite Health podcast, where our degreed healthcare professionals are excited to offer you the most important health and wellness information you need to make informed choices about your health. You can learn more about the products discussed in each of these episodes and all that Invite Health has to offer at www.invitehealth.com/podcast. First-time customers can use promo code podcast at checkout for an additional 15% off your first purchase. Let's get started.
Have you ever looked for different ways to help fill in the gaps in your dietary intake of fruits and vegetables? Well, today I'm going to give you a new outlook on taking in greens. I'm going to talk about our Organic Greens Plus today. This is a fabulous formulation, and I really just kind of wanted to highlight what makes this product so incredibly unique. So I am Amanda Williams, MD, MPH, and we know that adequate consumption of fruits and vegetables have been correlated with so many different aspects of our overall health. And we know that the average American is certainly falling way short of consuming adequate intake of fruits and vegetables. You're supposed to be getting 2 cups of fruits per day, and you're supposed to be getting 3 cups of vegetables per day. But when we look at the CDC risk factor surveillance system data, we recognize that 76% of Americans do not obtain that 2 cups of fruit per day, and an alarming 87% of Americans do not meet the requirement of 3 cups of vegetables per day. So you can start to see why we stress the importance so much of obtaining adequate nutrients from your diet, and when you're not obtaining those, why it's so important to be able to get supplemental nutrients in, which is why when we look at the Organic Greens Plus formulation, it is just packed to the max with high value ORAC nutrients. And when we look at an ORAC value, that's what that's actually referring to, is the oxygen radical absorbance capacity, which is measuring how effectively a food or a nutrient can actually neutralize free radicals. So the higher that number is, the stronger the antioxidant is. And we know that this particular product is just loaded down with these high ORAC value nutrients. And it is incredibly tasty. So for those people who are maybe a little bit picky and maybe having a green drink isn't your cup of tea per se, then I would definitely take a look at the Organic Greens Plus. And the reason why is because this has this natural, organic, pure vanilla flavor to it. And it's all natural, and everything in this is organic. So it's not your traditional greens formulation, and nor is it traditional in the sense that it's only greens. This has a wonderful berry and fruit blend in this that really sets it apart, because this is where you're also yielding those high ORAC nutrients. So it has things in it like organic blueberry, it has organic cherry extract, organic blackberry, bilberry. And when I talk about those different berries, then you should also realize from that you're getting not only the powerful antioxidants, but you're also getting key nutrients that are very beneficial even for eye health. So those berry extracts, those deep dark purple colored berries, those really help to enhance our body's ability for rhodopsin. And rhodopsin is your light absorber within your eye. And so when we're taking in a high potent amount of these organic berry blends, we are yielding not only the antioxidants, but also those active constituents that do so much to optimize more than we even realize. Now, this also contains things like mango extract and pomegranate, and it has citrus fruit extracts such as lemon in this. So it's this wonderful blend of all of these powerful fruit extracts combined with a really lovely organic vegetable blend. So it has carrot extract, so we start thinking about those carotenoids, broccoli extract in this. We know broccoli has those sulforaphanes, which are incredibly beneficial at that cellular level, even when we think about detoxification. So having spinach extract, beetroot extract, we know beetroot certainly helps to promote healthy nitric oxide release in the body, which is beneficial for circulation, not only when we think about the cardiovascular system, but when we think about the cerebrovascular system. So all of these different nutrients are combined in this formulation, but it also is packed with this wonderful fiber blend as well. And we know the importance of fiber when it comes to optimizing our microbiome. So even throughout the intestines, fiber is so key. So having organic flaxseed in this, along with organic brown rice powder, all of these nutrients really help for proper absorption of the foods that we are taking in from our diet, so we can obtain those key and crucial vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids each and every single day. And it also contains a probiotic blend. And why that's important is because when we think about our microbiome, we always want to be able to create a homeostasis and a nice balance of good, healthy bacteria. Things like Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, Bifidobacterium bifidum, Bifidobacterium longum, all of these healthy little bugs that we know do so much to optimize our immune system and help to keep our bodies functioning the way that we need them to. So with all of the different herbs that are in this, the parsley extract, there's ginger extract, milk thistle, which we know is certainly beneficial not only for liver health but also kidney health, is just a wonderful way for you to kind of supplement what you might be missing from your daily intake of fruits and vegetables. And we know that the amount of antioxidants that we're naturally getting just from fruits and vegetables aren't what they used to be. Same thing with the vitamin and mineral content. We know that the soil content in this country is not as nutrient dense as it used to be. I talk about this often. There was a study that they did at University of Texas where they were looking at the soil from samples back in the 1950s and then comparing that to, the year 2000, and they could see the deficiencies that were occurring. So we know that just our own dietary choices lack the appropriate amount of fruits and vegetables, but we also know that the ones that we are taking in, generally speaking, usually do not have a high enough amount of those key and critical antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. So when we add in something like the Organic Greens Plus, it really helps to enhance us at that cellular level, not only to support the immune system, to fend off oxidative stress, but to also yield us those powerful carotenoids and those key active constituents that do so much to support our eyes, our brain, our heart, our muscles. Everything that you can think of in the body is really supported by having all of these powerful nutrients packed in and combined together. And then when you look at all of the little detoxifiers that are in this really is a lovely thing too. When we talk about the parsley, the broccoli extract, looking at the milk thistle, for example, we know all of these things in combination really do so much to allow our bodies to better adjust to our changing environment, from the polluted air that we breathe to the toxins that we are maybe exposed to from the foods that we are eating. And so having things like chlorella on board is really, really helpful. And they have done multiple studies showing the impact that chlorella, this really unique, powerful algae detoxifier, can do, even when we look at balancing our cholesterol. And there was a study that was published in the Journal of Nutrition that looked at that, how the daily consumption of chlorella really helped to give support to serum lipid levels as well as carotenoid profiles. So when we go back and we think once again of brain health and eye health, chlorella, many times people don't even realize how many things that this little powerful detoxifying algae is actually doing when we consume it on a regular basis. So it's a wonderful formulation. I find it so unique because of the fact that it has this unique profile of key nutrients, all of those fruit and vegetable and herb extracts. It has that probiotic blend in it, but it also has this unique taste to it. So many times when people think about greens like a green powder. They think of kind of that earthy, clovey taste. Well, this certainly does not have that. This is just a lovely way to change things up, get those nutrients in. We certainly know that everything in terms of our circulation, our brain health, our mood, all are very much dependent on the foods that we eat. And we know that as we get older, those things can certainly shift quite a bit. So by having a power punch such as the Organic Greens Plus, this can really help to enhance overall cellular longevity. And we know that when it comes to fruit and vegetable intake in particular, there is so much good that comes about that. And this is why I wanted to talk about this particular product today, just to kind of highlight it for you so you have an idea. So if you see it on our website, you go to invitehealth.com and you see that Organic Greens Plus, now you have a better idea as to what is actually contained in it and why it's such a wonderful variety of key nutrients to optimize overall wellness. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Invite Health podcast. Remember, you can find all of our episodes for free wherever you listen to podcasts or by visiting invitehealth.com/podcast. Now, do make sure that you subscribe and you leave us a review. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Invite Health, and we will see you next time for another episode of the Invite Health podcast.